Okay, so this is the new XS Phono. To go with the power amps came out first, the preamp came out second, and the Phono stage came out this year.
Save the best for last.
Phono stages are a lot of work.
I know.
There's you know, you got a gain of 100,000 going at the bottom end. So
We're talking to Wayne Colburn, who designed this past laboratories.
Got you know, there's a lot to get right. So the Phono and people wanted a Phono stage for the XS
to match, right?
To match. So it's XS. It's big. It's heavy.
So you got a big power supply over here.
We got a big power supply, which is like the power supply. You know, it's dual mono, 2 separate ports, big connectors off the back.
Right.
This is separate left, separate right. We've got 3 inputs.
Single-ended or balanced, or some of each, or
single-ended.
Single-ended.
Cartridges are single-ended. Until they put 3 leads on them, they're single-ended.
That's my
opinion.
Yes, I know.
There's trade-offs.
Exactly.
We go
I'm
single-ended.
on your side.
So you've got impedance loading anywhere from 30 ohms to 47K.
Right.
Capacitive loading for moving back. I sometimes use it on moving coil too.
Right.
And then gain settings, although the silk screener got these as capacitive settings. So,
yes, I was gonna say.
You know,
and so 3 gain settings, and then
you got your input selection. You've got memory, so if you switch between things, it'll remember where you're at.
Oh, great!
That's also non-volatile.
And that notice if you set any of these,
any of those,
it will save it in memory.
It'll save it in memory. And so if you unplug it and plug it back in, it'll remember.
And these inputs can be either moving magnet or moving coil, or is there?
Yes, I've done it different than I did in the XP25, but yes.
So you can run either.
Right. Yeah, it'll set. You've got maximum of 76 dB gain and then 10 dB steps.
And the lowest is 32.
No, that's
what is that? What is that?
That's. You'll see that it's exactly this. Okay. The silk screener messed up
what's
the gain.
What's the lowest amount of gain?
50, about 57.
So that's a bit high for a moving magnet.
Yeah.
So
it's really for moving coil. That's what we see.
People are spending this kind of money are going to do that too.
I don't think I've ever taken a phone call from a customer that's using a moving magnet. To be honest with you.
I want you to be honest with me.
And it's, you know, the inputs, unlike the XP25, I switched with relays. I didn't want to do that, so these input cards are completely separate for each input.
Right.
I don't do any switching until it's high level.
Right.
Even the best guaranteed relays, you're better off to not have one. You know, as a discussion I was
okay, so inside there, I'm going to find. So, what's the amplification? Is it JFETs?
The amplification is JFETs.
And the RIAA is passive.
Combination of passive and active. So similar to what I did in XP25, we've got differences are the input boards. I use lower noise resistors, the good old Toshiba JFETs that we've got a stash of. The circuit boards are I've gone to high temperature ceramic material for the circuit boards. They're isolated on elastomeric mounts from a vibration standpoint.
So you went all the way with this and what is it going to cost someone to own this?
$45,000.
$45K.
Yeah. And it's got and the main boards are they're gold plated, hung on elastomeric mounts. It's XS.
So it's ultra low noise, ultra low noise.
Very low noise.
So it gives you more dynamic range and.
Okay. Yeah, it's it's
Is this your statement? You think there's anything better you could do?
You know what? Of all the stuff I've done and doing this for as many years as I have, I'm most proud of this piece.
Oh.
I'm very happy with it.
Great.
It's the kind of thing when you listen to it, you can't go backwards.
You go, wow.
You know, we had a reviewer over at Desmond's listening who's very familiar with XP25.
Yeah.
And the needle dropped on this, and it got into the cut, and he was just like,
"Okay,
I need it."
That was a mouth open, by the way. You couldn't see.
Oh.
It was a mouth open.
So you know, there's a lot. It's a good day for
Yeah.
vinyl. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Sure is.
There's a lot of good stuff out
Yep.
there. You know, I've had.
And it's running now there?
It's running here. Yeah.
Oh, can I play something?